So this video is going to be on the consecutive integer problems in ALEKS. Let's first talk about integers. Integers are numbers, either positive or negative, whole numbers. And like -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So we're talking about integers. Consecutive integers means integers that come right after one another. So it wants 3 consecutive integers, so 3 integers that would appear in a row that have a sum of 195. Find the integers. So basically, if I take x as being the first integer, so I want the first, I need 3 of them in a row. First, second, and third. So if the first integer is x, the next integer is going to be x plus 1. Because we're talking about like these two are consecutive, so I would add 1 to this to get this. But I don't know what my integer is, so it's going to be x. The next integer is going to be x plus 1, and I'm going to add them together because it's a sum. The integer after that, so this is an integer, the next one is plus 1, the next one is x plus 2. So this is the first integer, the second integer, the third integer. X is the first, x plus 1 is the second, x plus 2 is the third. So if I add together x plus 1 plus x plus 2, I should get 195. Then I just do the math. I combine like terms. So I've got an x and another x and another x. So 1, 2, 3 x's. And I have a 1 and a 2. If I combine those like terms, I have 3. So 3x plus 3 equals 195. Then I just subtract 3 from both sides. And I ran out of room. So I'm going to go up here. So I have 3x. And I'm subtracting 3 from that side. I'm subtracting 3 from this side. 3x equals 192. And I just have to divide 192 by 3. Divide them both by 3. You can use a calculator or you can do it by hand. 3 goes into 19, 6, because 6 times 3 is 18. And I subtract 1, bring down 2. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So that means that x equals 64. But am I done? No, it says find the integers. So if I want 3 consecutive integers, it's going to be 64, 65, and 66. Because I have x is the first, x plus 1 is the second, x plus 2 is the third. So my 3 integers, consecutive integers, are 64, 65, 66. And if I add those together, I'm making a mess here. This is my final answer. But if I add, I'm running out of space to do it. If I add 64, 65, and 66 together, I should get 195. So 6 and 4 is 10, and 5 is 15. Carry the 1. 6 times 3 is 18, and 1 is 19. 195, so that checks. Okay. The next one talks about 2 consecutive odd integers. Let me see if I can get that set up better. 2 consecutive odd integers. So if I have an integer is an integer is x, the first one. The second integer, consecutive one, is x plus 1, x plus 2. If I just keep going, this is how they'd be. This would be the first integer, the second integer, the third integer, the fourth integer. Let's say, to make sense out of this, let's say the first one is 6, the next one would be 7, the next one would be 8, the next one would be 9. It's talking about odd integers, so let's change that. Let's make the first one 5, the second one 6, third one 7, next one 8. So if I have 2 consecutive odd integers, it would be like 5 plus 7. But it's not 5, it's x. And then it skips this because this is going to be even. So the next consecutive odd integer will be x plus 2. And it just says 2 of them. So if I say x plus 2, this is the first odd integer. This is the next odd integer because it skips the even one. Equals 40. So now I combine like terms. I have 2x's plus 2 equals 40. Subtract 2 from both sides. I get 2x equals 38. Divide by 2. So I have x equals 19. So we're talking about two consecutive odd integers. So the first one will be 19. The second one will be 21, because 20 would be the next integer, but the next odd integer will be 21. So if I add 19 and 21 together, do I get 40? I sure do. So that's my answer, 19 and 21. One last one here. What gets confusing to people is that whether it's even or odd, it doesn't matter. It's going to be x is the first integer. X plus 1 I'm going to skip over, because if this one's even, that one's odd, and I want 3 consecutive even integers. So my next number is going to be, my first integer is going to be x. The next integer is going to be x plus 2. I'm going to skip over x plus 3 because that's odd, x plus 4. So I'm going to add together x plus 2 plus x plus 4. First even integer, second even integer, third even integer, and they add up to be 24. So I have 1, 2, 3 x's, and I have 2 and 4 is I have 6 for my constant. Then I just do solve the equation. 3x equals 24 minus 6. My mind is going blank. 14 minus 6, 8. So 18. Divide by 3. X equals 6. So that's my first integer. It's even. My next even integer is going to be 6, 8. The next one is going to be 10. Does that add up to 24? Well, 6 plus 8 plus 10. 6 and 8 is 14, and 10 is 24. So yes, it does. So the key here is to realize when we are talking about consecutive integers, they would be x, x plus 1, x plus 2. If we're talking about either even or odd, it doesn't matter. The first one will be x. The second one's going to be, if this is even, that's going to be odd. If this is odd, that's going to be even. So it's always going to be skipping one, whether it's even or odd. So it's going to be x. The next one will be x plus 2. If you need a third one, it'll be x plus 4. You add those together to get whatever your total is. Hope that helps. Good luck.